Why does Python give you 3 ways to hold a group of values instead of just one? Because using the wrong one silently breaks your code or slows it down, and today you'll see exactly which to grab and when. Think of a tuple like a sealed envelope. Once you put values inside and seal it, you cannot swap what is in there. A tuple is just an ordered group of values that is locked after creation, and we write it with round parentheses. A set is more like a bag of unique tokens. You can toss tokens in, but if you toss in one that is already there, nothing changes. Duplicates just get ignored. There is no order to a set, and it uses curly braces. Quick translations before we go further. Immutable is that sealed envelope from before, nothing changes once it's sealed. Mutable is the opposite, like an open notebook you keep scribbling in. And hashable just means Python can slap a barcode on it for instant lookup, which is the one rule that decides what's allowed inside a set. Here is the trick that catches almost everyone at least once. If you want a tuple with just one item, you need a trailing comma. Otherwise, Python just sees regular parentheses around a number, not a tuple at all. You might wonder why not just use a list everywhere. A tuple signals to anyone reading your code that this data is a fixed record, like a coordinate pair, and it physically cannot be changed by accident later in the program. Unpacking just means splitting a tuple into separate variables in one line. Notice how name and age line up in the same order as the tuple itself. That order is exactly why tuples are so handy for returning more than one value from a function. Quick trap, empty curly braces don't give you an empty set. They give you an empty dictionary. So you have to write set by hand. And watch this. I'm putting 2 2s into this set and one just vanishes. No error, no warning. It's simply gone. These 3 operations are where sets really shine. Union with the pipe symbol combines everything. Intersection with the ampersand finds what is shared, and subtraction finds what is only in the first set. In short, sets let you compare groups the way you would compare 2 lists of names on paper. Here is the trick with sets that makes them so useful. Checking whether something is inside a set does not walk through every item. One by one, it jumps almost straight to the answer using something called hashing. In short, if you are checking membership over and over, a set will beat a list every time as your data grows. Here's a mistake I actually made. I tried to store a list inside a set to track unique groups of items, and Python flat out refused. Lists can change, so they can't get that hashing barcode from earlier, which means only lockdown things like numbers, strings, and tuples are allowed inside a set. Let me put these side by side. A list is your everyday flexible container, a tuple is that same ordered idea but frozen solid, and a set throws away order completely in exchange for uniqueness and fast lookups. Picking the right one is really just answering, do I need order, do I need to change it, and do I need duplicates gone? Here is my honest opinion on this one. I think tuples are underrated. People default to lists for everything even when the data is really a fixed little record. On the flip side, I have seen sets reached for when what someone actually needed was a dictionary pairing keys to values. Clean. So to wrap up, tuples lock in an ordered record you never want changed, and sets keep a bag of unique items with lightning fast lookups. Once you get comfortable choosing between list, tuple, and set based on what your data actually needs, your code starts explaining itself. Understood it faster than you expected? Say so with a like.